Give me the good news. It's on! Yay! Hello, friends and family and Scentsy people of all kinds. Welcome to The Glow. Is this like our 5th broadcast, guys?
It is.
5th? Awesome. Pulled that out of my rear. 5th, number 5. And this is our 'Tis the Season broadcast. We're kind of talking Christmas because we just got our Christmas brochure, which everybody is crazy psyched about. Like me, right? Christmas is my favorite time to do parties. If anybody knows this girl, I decorate for Christmas November 1st, so I'm less than a month away from putting my Christmas tree up. And everyone always asks me, hey, what about Thanksgiving? And I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. I love Thanksgiving so much that I let it celebrate Christmas with me. So there we go. So I am Christmas November 1st, Thanksgiving parties with me under my tree. And we have a great time. So my parties for Scentsy starting November 1st will all be Christmas themed. So we're going to talk a little bit about different ways that you can market the new Christmas brochure or get Scentsy sales completely hyped and crazy awesome for the holidays, because I know when I was a new consultant, I didn't really feel comfortable asking people to buy Scentsy as gifts. I just thought, hey, you might want a Christmas warmer in your house because it's cute, right? But I didn't really think, hey, they might want to buy things for other people for Christmas. They're buying candles and stuff anyway. So we're going to kind of cover a big, huge broadness, awesomeness, it's really legit terminology, for what you can do with the Christmas catalog and how you can market your business true to your style at Christmas time. So I have the Huge here tonight. I've got Dawn with us.
Hello.
The Huge. Dawn is going to kind of talk about ways that you can gift Scentsy in a way, kind of a donation way, like you know how people have Operation Christmas Child and things like that, using Scentsy to help do that. And then Edie's going to Velada us up for Christmas, because Velada at Christmas time, there's no other way to celebrate Christmas. So. Jamie's going to cover Christmas stuff too. She's going to help you guys market the new Scentsy products for Christmas, the new holiday brochure, and find ways to make your business amazing with those. And then Katie's going to talk about upselling at parties and events to help people buy Christmas gifts, which is genius, BT-dub. So I'm really excited about all of these things. I'm going to kind of cover parties and like some games. Pretty much. Sound good? I think I didn't even tell you guys what order we were going in. Are you guys okay with me just like picking somebody?
Sure. I'm doing research as we talk, so don't do me first.
Don't do you first? Okay. Can I do Katie first?
Sure, I don't mind.
Okay. So I'm going to do Katie first, and then Dawn, and then Jamie, and then Edie. Wait, when am I going to go? Hold on. I'll do Katie, and then I'll kind of go because there's some parties and events with what I'm talking about, so that'll kind of tie in. Sorry, guys. So Katie, me, and then I will do Dawn, Jamie, Edie. Sound good?
Sounds
All
good.
right. You're up, Katie. Woo!
All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight, whether you're watching live or maybe tomorrow or next week watching the recording. We're excited that you are following along with us on this show as we're kind of figuring things out as we go along too, and we learn new things, and we're excited to share them with you. And so it's our pleasure to have this opportunity and to share with all of you. And I want to say too, like every week as I come together with you women, I just get a greater and greater and greater appreciation for each of you. You all have so much value that you add here and in other places too. So I just want to say that. I love you guys.
Thank you.
We love you.
Thanks. So I'm going to talk about upselling, which I hope that you guys aren't like, duh, we know we're supposed to upsell. But upselling is something that we do all year long. But I find that during this time of year, it's much easier to upsell. I find that if you are up to date on X amount of Fridays left before Christmas, that is a big helper. So that's kind of like how I always work my way into it, whether I'm upselling someone at a home party or in an event setting. So let's talk about upselling at an event, because that's where I was just at this weekend. This past weekend I had a 3-day vendor event It was a little Wings and Wildflower Festival. These small events that I'm always talking about, that I'm obsessed with. I love doing these small little town festivals and things. So anyway, I was at that event, and that was like my huge thing this weekend is let's focus on upselling and trying to move as much product as we can and really get people shopping for Christmas and stuff. So before we went, we checked to see how many Fridays there were until Christmas. So we started like every conversation when someone was going to purchase, we started with that. Did you realize that there's X amount of Fridays left until Christmas? And everybody's like, oh, no, don't tell me. You know, not one person was like, oh, yeah, I know, I've already started my gift giving. You know, everybody's like, oh, my gosh, why would you tell me that? That's horrible news. I'm like, yeah, well, I have you covered. And so what I would do is I would show them some way that what they're purchasing could be transformed into something else and give a gift. So let's say, for example, that somebody was buying a nightlight and 3 bars. So I would show them, if you have not finished your Christmas shopping yet, which I can tell you probably haven't from your reaction, you can get 1 more nightlight and 3 more Scentsy bars, and you're going to save $10. That means this other nightlight that you're getting is 50% off. How great is that? That's like $15 for a Christmas gift is all you're spending. So that's what I do. I first start off with what is coming up and how much time remains until this time arrives. And then the next is let's find a way to transform. So those of you who are newer, what's really handy is to have a catalog always on you. So what I like to do is each catalog season I will laminate 6 catalogs. I will laminate 5 for my 5 mini tester sets. So that way I'm not giving a million catalogs with each basket party. I give them 1 laminated catalog, and I give them several product lists along with it. So that way I'm not giving out so many catalogs. But anyway, that's another training night. So the sixth catalog is for my events and my home parties. So I always have one just convenient, and I don't have to keep wasting paper catalogs because, you know, I end up writing in it or whatever. So anyway, I always have one of those handy so then I can point it out to them and show them. And you always want to focus on their savings, not what they're spending. So I don't want to say, well, right now you're spending 30. But if you spent 55, you'd get this. Or if you spent 60, you'd get this. You don't want to focus on how much more they have to spend. You want to focus on how much more they're getting and how much they're saving. So that's how I upsell in an event setting. When it comes to a home party, you've got even more of an edge. So you would do pretty much everything the exact same way. But you can kind of throw in that edge by offering courtesy gift wrapping. That is how I time and time again seal the deal at home parties, especially if it's a man that I'm selling to or a woman who's just very busy. And the thought of gift wrapping is like so overwhelming. I can't tell you how many people, just from me offering the courtesy of courtesy gift wrapping, say, oh, you know what, yeah, that's great, let's do that. And what I do is, so like at the end of 2015, when all this Christmas gift wrapping paper goes on sale and gift bags goes on sale, I stock up. So that way the next year I have tons to use that I got as a great savings. And of course, it is a business write-off as well when you're purchasing those gift wrapping supplies. So it's really, truly simple. It's knowing those combine and saves so you can upsell them by focusing on what their savings are going to be and how much more they're getting. And always knowing exactly how far away we are till that big occasion of Christmas. So that's really everything that I had prepared to share.
Awesome. Thanks, Katie.
Absolutely.
I love to hear that you do the gift wrapping too. I totally am a super big gift wrapping nerd. I spend way too much time on every single present wrapping it because it's my favorite thing to do. So I offer it to my customers too because it gives my nerdy self more things to wrap. So that psychs me out. So I'm really excited.
It's like a Christmas present to yourself.
It's a Christmas present to me if I get to wrap people's gifts. Like I love to wrap presents. I like would. I'm so excited to wrap presents right now. I have a really sick obsession with Christmas, if anyone can tell. It's pretty bad. So, so Katie's talking about upselling, which is something you can do all year round. I mean, the best upsell, like she said, is, you know, they buy a full-size warmer. All they have to do is pick out 3 bars and a freaking nightlight, and the nightlight's half off. That's the easiest upsell there was in the history of all upsells. So do that at your parties, too. Like, even when it's not Christmas, you should be doing that to everybody. Anytime someone buys a warmer or anytime someone buys a plug-in or something, it is the easiest thing to do. So make sure that
you're right, Christina, like all year long. We have to be able to walk away from a party knowing that every single guest said no to something.
Yeah. Yeah, you're never going to drive them nuts. They want to know that you're trying to get them the best deal possible. It actually shows you care. It doesn't make you look like a salesperson. It makes you look knowledgeable. It makes it look like you know your product and that you also know what the best value for them is, because you know how important their money is. So I'm going to talk a little bit about parties too and events. At Christmas time, I like to kind of go all out, probably a little more than I should, but it's just, you guys, it's like my favorite thing ever. I can't help it. So, like at events on my table, if I'm doing like a thing where I want them to book a party, I will oftentimes have a little miniature Christmas tree all decorated with lights. And on the Christmas tree, you'll put those clear little plastic ornaments. And inside the ornament or something, you can do like, I do like a rolled up piece of paper so you can still pull it out of the top. Like, you wouldn't want to shove it all the way down, but it's got like a prize on it. And it doesn't say anything on the tree about what is in these ornaments because you can't display it publicly. But what I do, because every single person I talk to at an event, I talk about joining my team and booking a party. I could care less if they bought anything at all. I don't care if they buy anything. I want them to book a party. I want to see them again. I want their information. And if they will book a party with me, I let them grab an ornament off the tree, and they get to, if they book a party and it qualifies, then they get that gift for free. It's usually like a plug-in warmer, because I mean, I'll get to use it as half price because I get the perpetual. That's like a completely different subject, but I always have something Christmassy related because it gets people, number one, in the mood for Christmas, especially if it's November 1st, which they're probably already thinking Christmas anyway, but it gets them in the mood. When they start seeing Christmas stuff around, they start getting ready to buy and shop for Christmas. And Christmas parties are the most fun because there's like, people's houses smell good if they have Scentsy already, and they've got their trees up, and there's lights, and there's music, and everyone's in the mood. So I really love to book home parties around Christmas. So at my events, at my little gift shows, which I do the same kind of events that Katie does, I do not do big events. I do the little craft and hobby shows, and by that I don't mean 10-day full week things. I mean like 1 day, 1 or 2 days max. For me is what I'm comfortable with, and I love doing that because you usually don't need more than a table and a half, and you're going to get a lot of contacts because the people have more time to talk to you because you're not too flooded with people, but you have a steady flow of people and you get to talk to people. So you get to book parties, so always be ready to book parties at your events around the holidays because they're willing to do it. They're excited to have their friends over. They're excited for all the yummy Christmas food and stuff like that. So at events, I always have, like, whatever I'm trying to do to get bookings is always geared towards Christmas in some way. And I always have a really cute Christmas display of warmers. I'll have something wrapped, like a warmer box wrapped really cute, which doesn't advertise that I'm doing gift wrapping, but I will always offer it, just like Katie does. So if you're not good at gift wrapping, come over to my house and we can hang because I love to gift wrap, and I'll show like if it's more reasons to wrap things, it's my jam. So at parties, I also really like to make sure that what I'm doing at parties is really Christmassy and exciting. It's just, I love Christmas, so I usually play 2 games at parties around Christmas time, and I think this is, I don't know if I have this uploaded anywhere. I can always upload it and put the link in the caption here or something, but this is based off of the island drawing game that Katie has for around incentive trip time to get. She plays like the drawing game at her parties where they blind draw and it's funny.
They're drawing Mickey Mouse right now.
They're drawing Mickey Mouse. At my Christmas parties, they draw Santa. So I have every single guest get a piece of paper and something to write with. They have to close their eyes, no peeking, and they draw what I describe, and I have them draw Santa. So it's like really cute. I can read this to you really quick because it's easy, and why not, right? So basically they're drawing, and I will upload this, so don't try to write this down. I'm going to give them their instructions. It's draw a circle, draw a smaller circle, draw his left leg, right arm. So you're going to kind of go through all of what you want them to draw. And it's going to be kind of all out of order because it's more fun if you don't give them their right arm and their left arm at the same time, because they're not going to know where the other one was, and it's going to be really cute and funny. So scoring, I always say 10 for legs that are in the right place, 15 points for a nose correctly on the face, 20 for boots on the feet where they should be, 25 for eyes on the face so he can see, 30 for a sack next to him and not on, because you and I both know that it surely weighs a ton, 35 for gloves, keeping hands warm, 40 for the present in the sack, safe from harm, 40 for both arms attached to the body, 50 for the beard on his face looking jolly, and 75 if his hat is placed on his head. Now off to deliver presents while the kids are in bed. So that's my answer. I wrote that. Do you guys like it?
Very good.
Thank you. So everybody loves this game. I'll upload it later. It just tells you to draw all that. You have to draw a present. It has to be in the sack, all that kind of funny stuff. Because the second they open their eyes and they look at what they're drawing, they freaking laugh. And you know what the best way to open a party with is? Laughter, because everyone's now loose and excited and ready to shop. So I used to hate games. I love games now because relationships are so important, and I feel like relationships are really quick to build when they're laughing. So I played the Santa drawing game. Nope, there's no booking incentive for me on this. Usually I will play a game that has more of like a double incentive. So there's it's getting me some business or booking me a party, but that one is purely for laughter and getting people into Christmas spirit. And then also whoever wins points-wise, they do get some sort of, I do the card game or ticket game or whatever game I'm playing, I tie that in. So they do get some incentive for playing the game and having fun. And for booking, I have my Santa sack, because a party's not a party if you're not trying to book more parties.
Right.
So at typical, I'm going to hug him. At typical parties, I play my booking bag game. It just works really well for me. It's one I really like. Basically, everyone gets mystery bags. It's got a prize in it. If they book a party, they get to, or everybody can open the bag as long as they're willing to do exactly what's inside, just like Chance and Honor. If you guys don't know a lot about those booking games, feel free to message me. I can give you more information about them. But it's like Chance and Honor. They can't open the bag unless they're willing to book a party. They have to do what the card says. Sometimes the card in the bag says freebie, and they just get to draw out of my prize box. They don't even have to do anything for it. It's just for fun. But then 70% of the time it says book a party and get this item. And they have to honor it if they open a bag. So if they don't like to gamble, they don't get to open their bags. But the trick is, at the beginning of the party, I make everyone hold a bag, and they're not allowed to look at it until the end of the party. So they've already been holding this bag the whole time. They're dying to find out what's inside. So I've honestly, just being really, really super honest, I've never had a single person not open their bag. And I have 70% of them as Let's Party, which means I have, if there's 10 people, 7 of them are booking a party. Works every time, and nobody ever backs out. So, and they can do, Facebook, basket, I don't care what kind of party. I just want a party. I want to hang out with them. So, but all my bags.
The bags are so cute. Everybody wants to take them home.
What? Yeah, they're really
so
cute.
Everybody wants
to
take
them home, but they can't.
Nope.
So these are the bags that are inside my big Santa sack. I always put candy in them. I'm a dork. I like candy. I got them at Walmart. So I use these year to year now. But I got them at Walmart. Inside, these are all empty, which is good. I was afraid there's one. Okay. So there's always stuff in them. I actually manipulate the game too, so I kind of know who has freebies and who has book-a-parties, because I let them choose their own thing. So there's a bunch of reindeer sacks. I couldn't find them, and a bunch of Santa sacks, and there's a couple snowman sacks. The snowmen are the freebies, and all the rest of them have party stuff in them. So that when people are grabbing them out, I kind of already know what I'm looking at, because I know they're all going to open them because they're dying to find out what's inside. So there's candy, which I'll probably eat later because it's a year old and I don't want to pass this out again at a party. So there's always candy. I always put candy in there because I'm a dork, and it's Christmas, for crying out loud, and I love candy. And then I put old testers in there because when they're picking this up, they're like, ooh, there's something in this. I really want to open this. And they get really excited. And then I have inside an invitation that says you are invited, and they're basically invited to their own party. And I always tell them they get a free plug-in with a qualifying party. Mine are always free plugins because it just makes sense to me. I love plugins, and being able to tell somebody when you start a game that they could possibly get a free warmer gets really good results. And if you're booking lots of parties, that cost is going to mean nothing to you, I promise. So, and then what I do is they take this home, I write their name, their party date on it, all of their information, and then they take this home as their reminder for when their party is, and it also reminds them, hey, you're getting something for following through with this. So that's a very basic instruction. I give this all out to them at the beginning of the party, and I say, here's your bag. You cannot open it until I tell you you can. You can touch it. You can wiggle it around. You can try to guess what's inside, but no one's allowed to open it until I tell them. And then at the end of the party is when I play that game, and I let them know it's a booking game. You know, some of your bags say you have to book a party, some of them don't, some of them say freebie, and you're taking a chance. And if it says party, we're partying no matter what. If you don't want to party with me, if you had a horrible time today, then don't open your bag because you're going to have to do this again. So, and I truly say things like that at my party, and it might be why they all open bags, because that ultimately makes them feel bad for me. So I'm just kidding. So, but that's what I do. I play games. I hype up the season. I love Christmas. Just right down to having open houses at my house because it's always completely decked out. It gets people in the mood. I always do bar swaps so that they can get Christmas scents. They trade in full bars of unused wax for anything I've got on hand. So that always gets people in my house, and then they always buy more. So, and that costs me nothing to let them swap out with my bars. So, all right. So my next person here is Dawn. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Well, my customers are pretty businesslike, and they really like to get their Christmas shopping done in a timely fashion. And they like the idea that if they can cross people off their list, and I run that list as a party, then they also earn some goodies and freebies for themselves if it's a qualifying party, which of course it is because our stuff is just fabulous and everybody loves it. So when you get somebody who comes in and they say, oh, you know, I'd like to get a couple of things, it's, you know, getting into the season, I say, well, you know what? Give that a minute. Get your little gears going and think of who else in your family and friends list that you might be exchanging with for Christmas that also loves Scentsy as much as you do. Well, of course, they know some people, so I'm like, boy, do I have an idea for you. And lots of my customers do this, so they just think it's great. So I have them jot down the different people on their list. Sometimes this is over the phone when they call or text and they want to stop up. I'll say, put your thinking cap on and start like thinking of who would like what. Then they come up and they can go through the catalog and they're like, oh my goodness, the Calavera Sugar Skull Warmer. Oh, so-and-so just loves that. And I'm like, there you go. Take your pen, cross it off the list. And then this starts accumulating sales that we will total toward a party for them. I also ask them pretty early on what they would like as their half-off item should they, of course, reach the minimum requirement for a party, which is still really, really low. So if you get them to be already thinking about what they're looking to score, that is an added motivation for them. Now, sometimes people have different donations or charities that they work with in this season. Through your church, there's Toys for Tots, which I think is the Marines. Is that the Marines? I think. But there's just giving trees and all sorts of different things. If you're going to be purchasing something for that function anyway, purchase it through Scentsy. It'll be something that's nice. We have the buddies, and of course those would be great for children. You could gift them with or without the scent pack, because sometimes you just don't know if somebody's going to really be able to use that scent pack. So if you're going to gift that without the scent pack, then that's just an extra little stocking stuffer that you have for something else. But you can accumulate these different things and get your customers to thinking about this, which is easily going to get them to the minimum party. Now, if they favor animal shelters and they like to work You know, a lot of shelters have special programs as the weather gets cooler and they have more animals that are in need. They can pick up like a nightlight in a bar to donate to maybe that shelter's Chinese auction or whatnot. So there's a way that they can be giving, but yet they're adding to their party sales, which in turn is going to help them in the end. But I just think that's a nice way to help people get through their list. And again, you're really helping them. I mean, my heavens, they have people. They don't know what to do. They don't want to go to the mall. They don't want to be stuck in traffic. So, I mean, they can just be like, la, 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 crossing things off. And I do always try to warm something holiday-ish. Right now, I am warming very snowy spruce to get me in the holiday mood with my little antlers. Somebody mentioned, how do you have your Christmas stuff out already? Well, we don't. Okay, these are things that we found after we put this stuff away last year. I'm like, oh my goodness. This was in like the little linen closet in my bathroom. And like, so I just took it down in the basement and set it on top of the things, never really putting it away. So when the call was about to start, I was like, down to the basement and get my antlers on. But there's lots of ways to get your customers in the mood to start knocking their gift list off in October, giving them that feeling of, whew. So that's my plan, and I hope it helps you.
I love it. So that kind of helps with Katie's upselling, because you help give them kind of their list. Like, here's some people you may not have thought about to gift to this season, or ways to fill that Christmas list. And then Katie's going to be like, and let me tell you how to shop for them. So it all ties
and
together.
This year we have the men's line too.
Oh yeah. Which my husband says is absolutely the best stuff he's ever used. So
speaking of which, did you guys order?
I can't wait to get mine. It's coming.
I have not ordered samples yet today.
I did it today.
I did it too. Can't wait.
Can't wait.
I need to. Come on, payday.
Hey, and here's another thought, too. If anybody on your customer's list is like the clean freak of the group, you can do like a cute little basket that has the cleaning products in it.
Oh, yeah.
Like you can do the counter cleaner. You can do the dish soap. This is the kitchen soap. I mean, there's so many new things in this catalog that can really cover all your bases. So there you have it. Absolutely.
This is definitely the most giftable catalog we've had yet, which is really exciting. I hope everyone's really stoked. So, all right. So Jamie's going to give us a little more ideas on how to use this new catalog for gifting or other purposes as well.
Perfect.
Jamie.
If you guys do not have this in your hand yet, you need to order it. So you can order it. If you're new to Scentsy and you didn't know this, you can actually order business supplies like this on an existing party order and save yourself shipping. So I know that that's something that a bit of information kind of gets forgotten, told to new consultants sometimes. So anytime you need business supplies like these holiday brochures, just add them to an existing party. You can save yourself some money that way. But let's talk about what is in this awesome new holiday brochure. So the very first things you'll see right here, I'm going to skip to the bottom and then jump back up to the top. So down on the bottom, you are going to see the Fragrant Fables. Now these are so fun because I think they're great for gift giving because you might not know the perfect scent for that person, but you at least know kind of what style they're into. So you have three different choices here. You have the holiday scents, or you have just the classic scents, which is our top sellers, or you have the Corner Cafe scent. So I think everyone knows when they have that one person that's like a foodie and all they warm is food scents. So that's a great selection for them. So in each of these, you're going to get 10 1-ounce samples of wax. So if you didn't know, our bars are 3.2 ounces, so and 8 cubes in there. So I typically get 4 changes because I'm putting 2 cubes in. So this is about enough. The 1-ounce cube is just about perfect, actually a little bit more than 2 cubes. So it's just enough for a full-size warmer. If you are talking to a customer that just has our nightlight warmers, our wax is so soft and pliable that they can even take a butter knife, pop that little pod out and just cut it in half, and they're going to get 2 wax changes out of each little pod. So there's a ton of wax in there. You're going to get 10 of those 1 ounce samples. So that's even more than 3 bars of wax. And so a lot of people are like, well, 3 bars of wax, that would only be $15. But you're only getting 3 fragrances, and here you're getting 10. So there is going to be a little higher charge just because of the offerings that you get in with that. So now let's talk about my favorite item. It's this advent calendar. And I was really kind of surprised by how many people didn't even know what an advent calendar was. So let me tell you what an advent calendar is. It is a countdown. It started as a religious countdown to Christmas Day, but it's kind of, you know, just in society, we've kind of made it just a fun thing. Way long time ago, it used to be fun little gifts in there, or even there was fruit or nuts in each little square. This is the Catholic school teacher coming out in me. But now, most of the time when you buy advent calendars at the store, they're mainly chocolate. And I know many chocolatiers have advent calendars, but you can even get them, you know, for super cheap at Walmart. So that's what an advent calendar is. But ours is like the best advent calendar I've ever seen, because so you have 20, I think it's just 24 boxes, because I don't think we actually open one Christmas Day. 24 or 25 boxes. 20 of those are going to be fragrance samples, so wax samples. And then I'm just reading right off the catalog here, guys. I'm not like brilliant or anything. 3 velvet hand cream samples, 3 whipped body souffle samples, 1 shave soap sample, and 1 refreshing shave balm sample. So you're getting like a little smorgasbord of each of our little offerings there. Here's the kicker that I've kind of gotten a little kickback on, $90. So first of all, I get the question, why is it $90? Well, because people will pay $90 for an advent calendar. If you go to any high-end marketer, advent calendars are up into hundreds of dollars for a good advent calendar full of things that you want. This isn't cheap dollar store chocolate. This is like things that you actually want. So it really is like a present every day. The other thing is, this is a great product to use as a booking reward, because every single product in our holiday offering is eligible as a half price or using Hostess credit. So you can get that advent calendar as a half price item and only pay $45 for it. The things inside the calendar are worth more than $45. So if you have someone that's really interested in that and they're kind of giving you a little kickback on the price, that is your chance to get them to book a party. So enough about the advent calendar. Let's look at the gorgeous warmers. We have some amazing, amazing warmers this season. Personal favorite here is the Holiday Reindeer. How classic is that? Like, absolutely gorgeous. So we know how well the Lumina sold. I mean, we sold it out before even the month was up. I really have a feeling that the Old World Santa and the Holiday Reindeer are going to be a similar situation. So I say that to let you guys know, any holiday offering, any warmer of the month, any of those are it does say it in the catalog. So make sure that your customers are aware of that. And if they're loving something from the holiday offerings, they need to jump on it and get it quick, because they will sell out. Down here, this is going to be purchased in mass quantities by myself. And I will tell you why. Because this is going to be my teacher gift, my go-to teacher gift. So my kids aren't in elementary school anymore with just one teacher. When it's just one main teacher, you know, they get a warmer and bars. That was my gift to them, because I want them to keep purchasing those bars from me. But I have 2 kids in high school now. They each have 8 hours, and some of those hours even have multiple team teachers. They also have a secretary and a principal and a nurse and a pull-out teacher. And I mean, we're talking mass numbers of teachers. I cannot afford a warmer and bars, a Scentsy system for all of these teachers. But I can afford a $6 ornament that's going to make their home smell great, even if they're not familiar with Scentsy. No, it's not a warmer, but they're going to see the quality of Scentsy products, and they're going to be smelling this throughout the Scentsy season, or throughout the holiday season. Every season, Scentsy season, right? So through the holiday season, they're going to be selling it, and they're going to be loving it and wanting more Scentsy from me. So anytime I'm gifting something like this, they're always going to get a handwritten note, of course, thank you for making a difference in the life of my child, but also on the little left side of the card, it's going to have, you know, Scentsy is my full-time job. I would love to help you with all your Scentsy needs. You can reach me here. So gift giving is the way to go. They have a fun, cute little gift box that you can get, or this is a great upsell. What an easy upsell, only $4 for that. That if they're giving a, you know, Katie talked about getting a nightlight and 3 bars, you can upsell them this $4 cute little box that they don't even have to wrap that, Christina. How about that? You wrap the warmer and then you just pop that bad boy on the top and slap it down with a little tape, put a bow on it. I know, you would still wrap it. But
Yes, I would.
yeah, okay. But not everyone would. So let's make it a little bit easier on our customers too. Now, think about some of these products, though, that are not just Christmas. Like Tux, our fun little penguin here, he doesn't just scream Christmas. He screams, leave me out through February. Or, you know, if you're up in Maine, like Miss Edie, maybe you're leaving out a penguin through June. I don't know.
August.
Whatever. As long as there's snow on the ground, I'm saying a penguin can be out. So actually in Oklahoma, we're getting snow through March. So maybe my little penguin will sit out through March. I don't know. But even the little snowman, he is a countdown till Christmas. But, you know, just take the little numbers off, and he can still hang out with you, whatever. It works just fine. The Happy Holidays mug, have any of you girls actually seen that? Can we turn it around, and does it not say Happy Holidays? Is it just a fun mug? Like the jack-o'-lantern nightlight we used to have, I would market it to my customers to just turn it around to a pumpkin for November. Does anyone know that?
I wish I knew that.
Well, maybe I'll order it just to see. There you go.
I've ordered it, but it's not in yet. So I will let you know as soon as I
Let
know.
us know, because
No, I ordered it too.
what I'm thinking is if it doesn't say Happy Holidays on the other side, we can just flip it around and keep it out a little bit longer into the season. So then on the very back of the catalog, again, we have the sampler of the oils. This is great for someone that's brand new into oils, a great gift for them. But I want to talk to you consultants for just a minute as far as the fragrance rollers goes. Yes, we know this is a great gift. You can even split it into 5 gifts. This is another great thing for teacher gifts. Split that into 5. You have 5 gifts for $35. If it's a half-price item, $17.50 for 5. But I want to talk to you consultants as a sampling system here. We know that we do not have testers of the skin line or the groom line. Here are my testers right here. I will be ordering this as a half-price item, and I will have these at every single party. They can actually try the product on their skin, and they're going to be able to sample each of the different fragrances. That is a tax write-off as well because it is a sampling system. So that is just a quick run-through of your holiday brochure. I am telling you, I've been in Scentsy for 7 years. This is my 7th Christmas with them, and this, I'm not just saying it, but it is by far the best holiday offerings we've ever had. I'm really excited about a party that I have tomorrow night because it'll be my first party with this catalog added in, and I know it's going to really help increase my sales. So I'm loving it.
I'm glad you added that about the fine fragrance roller 5-pack because that was definitely my first reaction too. Is this is a huge thing for all of us as consultants. I think that's probably not going to last very long.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Genius. Genius, genius. I wouldn't have thought to do that. I don't know why I didn't, but that's why we have each other. I'm so excited. I love living and learning with you ladies. All right, and now Edie's going to talk about something that I'm super excited about today because I just got my Gifts of Goodness box in today.
Oh, yay.
I literally slid it open, peeked inside, and then I shut it because it was so beautiful I didn't want to wreck it. So I haven't even dug it out yet because it's so beautiful. So, yeah, it's breathtaking. I hope Scentsy does some really, I mean, that is seriously one of the most thoughtful, designed, planned charity things. Oh my word. Like, I would love to see Scentsy doing some cool stuff like that as well. Like, even if we had that in addition to like a charity thing, but that's just my opinion. Like, we could have a charitable cause warmer, but then we could have like one of those one of those boxes with that company. Oh, it's gorgeous, like breathtaking. So anyway, I could talk about that for like the next 20 minutes, but I'm going to let Edie talk to you guys about some Christmas Velada awesomeness.
Yay! I want to say something really quick to kind of like wrap up in my head the Scentsy stuff, because, and you could do this with Velada as well, and it might just lead into it, but one of the things that I do around the holiday season, and I forget who mentioned something about men and the gift wrapping with men. It might have been you, Christina. But it's one of the things that I do is I'll actually create some gift bags or some baskets with product in it already. Maybe it's a plug-in, maybe there's a couple bars and some candy and maybe even a gift card. But I package it all up, I'll put a nice bow on it, and I bring it to some of the local stores or repair shops, or where there's going to be a lot of men that are working, and when I bring them in, I'll offer it to them to purchase just like that, so that they don't even have to think about it. And maybe I even know who their wife is, and I can say, oh, I know she's going to love this. So it's just another little simple gift idea to help with sales, and to make it easy for them when they're doing their shopping. So it kind of goes along with Dawn's list and the gift wrapping, and so yeah, it kind of all ties into this. So it actually works out really well for me, and the men kind of look forward to it, I think. I do it for Valentine's Day too, so that's pretty fun. Okay, so I want to go back to what Christina was talking about, because it is a double bonus. I don't know if you guys can see this, but Velada came out with something called Gifts of Goodness. And what they did is it's part of Full Circle Exchange, and they have women who have been through a lot, whether they've been beaten or sold as sex slaves, or lots of different reasons why these women have come to Full Circle. And basically what we've done is we've given them an opportunity to work and to find themselves and to feel amazing about who they are as individuals. And so these Gifts of Goodness it's a little box that has product in it. I don't know if you can see that. And it comes with an apron that they make, which is what I have here. It comes with cheesecake and a syrup and in a nice box. And in the box, there's a place where you can create a card and send it to the woman who made the products, and tell them how wonderful they are, and just a gift of goodness. So this could be given as a gift, and you can actually purchase it, and the purchases help. So like Christina was saying, it's a charity thing. So I just wanted to talk about that real quick. One of the things that I'm doing this holiday season are Velada Sweet Treat workshops. I tried to think of a way, and if you girls think of something that could relate to workshops on the Scentsy world, please, let us know. But the Velada Sweet Treat workshops is basically gathering a group of people together. I supply all of the products. They pay a fee to cover the products, so it becomes a party of itself, but you're pre-purchasing the product basically. And you bring everything, and they pick from a menu of maybe 3 or 4 items that you're going to create. So Christina posted the other day about her Halloween bark. That's one of the items that we create. We can make cheesecake cones. We can make crepe cakes. There's just so many things. And if you go on Pinterest, there's so many ideas out there of different things that you can do. And my mouth is watering just thinking about it, because it's delicious and it's amazing. But what happens is you gather these people together, and it could be, maybe you're creating Halloween treats. Maybe you're creating little gift bags. You know how a lot of people will actually create their own goodies. They'll make little snacks, maybe the Oreo balls or the peanut butter balls, and they put them in Christmas tins, and that's what they give out as gifts to their neighbors, to the teachers, different people that, acquaintances or whatever that you're actually going to give gifts to. But we gather together, and we can create those things together, and we can actually package them up together. And it could be a mother-daughter night. It could be a Nana-granddaughter night. It could be a father-son. I mean, it doesn't matter. When we get together, we have so much fun They create it, they learn how, they bring home the instructions. If they want to do tins, they can bring the tins themselves so that they can decorate them and get them all ready to go, and then they can bring it home and their gifts are ready. And then they have also learned how to do it so that maybe they do it again later for another holiday or whatever. The workshops are awesome because it gives them an opportunity to try the product. It gives them an opportunity to gather together with maybe some loved ones or, like I said, mother-daughter kind of a thing. It teaches them simplicity in creating. Now, I'm going to be the first person to tell you I don't like cooking, I don't like baking, but I'm learning to create in Valada, and I'm loving it. So it's, as long as it's simple, I'm good with it. And that's something that the workshops have taught me to be able to do. So now I want to teach that with other people. So if you're in Valada, and if you're not, maybe this is something to consider. You know, Valada is still so new. And I know that we don't talk about Valada on this show very much, and I thought, you know what, let's bring it up. You know, it's a great season. There's chocolate. It's Christmas chocolate. But there's so many different things in the Valada catalog that you can introduce to people. I mean, I know some people are doing freezer workshops and that sort of thing, but I figured that the Sweet Treat workshops was perfect for the holidays because of that idea that there's a lot of people that create those little candy tins or cookie tins or, you know, whatever. And you can make those together, you can create, you can have fun, and I could go on and on and on and on about it. It's a very simple concept that doesn't need a lot of prepping and a lot of talking about. But it could be so much fun, and you could increase your sales with Valada because you're introducing people to product they're probably not even aware that we sell. So sharing it, and allowing them to try it and taste it and play with it a little bit, I think is awesome, awesome, awesome for the holidays. You know, I think you could even do it for family gatherings. Are you sharing?
Thanks a lot for that.
I'll tell you,
Now I needed something delicious.
My favorite thing that I'm doing right now for Halloween are these little cake pops.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I was just going to suggest the eyeballs. I was so glad you thought of that because I'm thinking, oh my God, I need to do eyeballs because I do cake pops all the time.
Well, and the thing is this kit had everything in it, and I got it at Martin's for like $5. But there's things that you could do, like Santas with Santa hats with little mini cones, and oh my God, there's just, like, if you go on Pinterest, there's so many things that you can create, and they look amazing, but they're so simple to make, and that's what this is all about right here.
There's a lot of Halloween ideas too that you could incorporate with this too.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's, you know, like the bark that Christina made. All it is it's chocolate on like a cookie sheet, and you add all kinds of candies. Well, depending on what candies you add, is going to depend what holiday you're doing. So it's pretty simple, and it's very effective, and it's delicious, and yeah. So I could go on and on and on, but this is my favorite right now that's on special. Is we have the pumpkin cheesecake. That's another thing. Make sure you guys understand your product. You know, like they said with Scentsy, understand the combine and saves. Same with Valada. You know, understand your products. Know what's out. We have a holiday catalog right now, or not catalog, but we have some holiday products right now too, or some harvest products. You know, we have the pumpkin syrup and we have the pumpkin pie cheesecake. There's, you know, you just need to understand that so that you can upsell and you can know what you're providing your customers. Because if you're not familiar with your product, you kind of hem and haw, and you're gonna potentially lose sales because you're not really promoting it. Obviously, if you don't know your product, you're not going to promote it. So I'm done. I could go on and on.
I'm muted.
Ah.
Okay, am I unmuted now?
You are.
It was a really good thing that I'm muted, and I can tell you guys why later, but that's cool. Just saying. Anyway, Awkward moments to close out the show. I thought that was a really fun show, guys. Christmas is my favorite. I'm super psyched about Velada right now around the holidays because food and fragrance and fun and parties, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. Obviously, I never recommend doing both at one party. I don't care who you talk to. Don't ever do that. They both are amazing products. They stand alone by themselves, and they stand better by themselves. So we might talk about Velada and Scentsy, but I would never do a party with both.
The
Always
only
let them stand
thing
alone.
that I would do, Christina, is
Yeah.
if you're doing a Scentsy party, you might bring some Velada treats.
Yep.
Not trying to sell it, or if you're doing a Velada party, you could be warming some Scentsy.
Oh yeah,
But I
definitely.
totally agree with you.
It's a good way to blend it, but never be like, yeah, we'll have both parties. You know what?
No.
You're basically saying that neither of these have enough value themselves to hold their own. And I mean that with every single, like, if your friend is like, let's have this party with this party, you could try it, but honestly, their product stands alone, our product stands alone. You are all going to have a better time and a better party when there's focus. So, but Velada is amazing. If you have not tried Velada, I love Velada. Find a Velada consultant, and I want you guys to try some out. It will change your life. It is the Scentsy of magical kitchen tools and chocolate. Like, if you trust the quality of Scentsy and you trust everything that Scentsy comes out with and you believe it's the top of the line and the best, you need to go try some Velada. You need to call your local Velada consultant, and you need to have a party, or you need to have a sweet treats workshop like Edie has, and you need to get your paws on some because it'll change your life. And then if you find a passion for it, feel free to decide to do that. I think focus is so important. I know a lot of people do both really, really well, but find what you are really passionate about and really have some fun with it. But now is also a really great time to try both and see which one, makes you giggle it a little more around the holidays. So it's a great time to try Velada. Put it in your mouth. That's my tagline. Velada. Put it in your mouth. There you go. There you go, Kevin. I need you to trademark that.
Oh my God.
I don't think they will.
No.
You guys realize how long today has been for me? Oh my gosh. I need to close this show out. And I'm like, today's been a long day. Jamie and I both got to do a boot camp call this morning, so that was fun too.
Can I say something real quick?
Wait. Okay, go ahead. Then I have something to add.
Yeah, this is live. Hi, Kip. Sorry, yes, go ahead.
I want to congratulate one more time one of ours who promoted to star director, Miss Katie Farner. Woo! Yay! That's an awesome accomplishment, so congratulations, my dear.
Thank you so much, ladies. I'm so happy to join many of you who are already there. Thank you.
Bringing everybody up.
Yes.
Pulling you all up. So, and then Dawn, you had something to say too?
Yes, wait till you see how helpful all of our Scentsy sisters are. Okay, you are not going to believe this. Now, this is kind of going to be a crappy picture because I should have turned the flash off and I didn't, but the plug-in...
Did somebody go do that for us?
I asked and somebody did. And isn't that wonderful?
Nice.
Can you see it? We now know that it is plain, which is perfect for my kitchen because now I can keep it up through the end of February.
Absolutely. Now it is still Christmas colors, but
Well, that's okay because with Valentine's being in February, I do keep my red thing going on, and then my primary dishes accent has green in it. So I'm so okay with that.
So they made it just for you, Dawn.
They do, guys. Honestly, if you've ever been to Dawn's house, you'd be like, do they just come to Dawn's house and go, okay, what are our Scentsy products going to be? Dawn has this in her home. She has this in her home. That's what we're doing this year. It is so funny how many warmers are her house. It's amazing.
The birch trees, the rock, the cardinal, the Aspen Grove. I mean, you've been here. You know.
Yeah.
It's like,
her house looks like a Scentsy catalog before Scentsy put those products in the catalog. Like, she inspired the whole line. So we can thank her. You can thank her for all the awesome warmers. So, all right, guys, friends, awesomeness. So we're just going to close out the show, making sure we give our awesome taglines. So, Scentsy, get yourself some, and Velada, put it in your mouth. It's Christmas.
Oh, my. Wait, what call am I on?
And don't forget to use. You guys, I hope you forgive
your
me.
party.
Yeah. Hey, my parties, we have a lot of fun. This is what you get. Okay? Right?
We
you guys,
love you.
we did have around 30 callers, pretty steady callers. This is a radio station. 30 viewers the whole time. I'm so thankful.
Nice.
I'm so thankful that you guys think that this is worth watching, and you stayed the whole time. Like, that is the most flattering thing ever. We love doing this with you guys. I love doing this with these ladies. They encourage me. I look forward to this every month. This is like, pretend we're drinking coffee and like just talking to each other, and you get to watch us doing that. These are some of my most favorite people, and I have such a blast doing this. We love sharing our hearts with you guys. We love sharing our homes, obviously, and all of the cool things that is Scentsy. So if you're not a consultant and you're watching this for some crazy reason, like I said, get yourself some. You guys need to get on this. We have a blast. I've had another great evening with you ladies, and I look forward to next month.
Yay!
Good
Bye,
night,
guys.
everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.